This video contains content that may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Has anyone else noticed that when black people become upset at the leadership of white people in this country, they always have a black person to absorb this backlash? Start out this year with Kobe Bryant, and you had Charles Barkley was going to be the one to say something negative about his death. And every time there's an issue with black people, there's always going to be a coon that is going to step forward. The white supremacists have an endless amount of coons that are willing to say derogatory things about people within their race. You know, Charles Barkley is a defender of white supremacy. They know that black people are upset about this ruling that they have with the case involving Breonna Taylor. And as I say, they know black people are upset at them. So what do? They send out Charles Barkley to say some disparaging things about Breonna Taylor, comparing her death to George Floyd. People like Charles Barkley do not mind the backlash that he's going to receive from making those type statements. And as dumb and stupid as Charles Barkley is, why would they give him a mic? Out of all the intelligent black people upon this earth, why do they pick the buffoonish blacks to put on the camera, to ask serious questions? Why would they ask Charles Barkley, of all people? Mainly because they know that Charles Barkley is going to say something stupid. They can rely on Charles Barkley for stupidity. That's why we have to up our game. These news outlets that want to hire people like Charles Barkley, stop watching those channels. Stop watching those stations. The people that support those stations, these different companies, stop doing business with these companies. Unplug from this matrix. That's the only way these people will understand. During the days when they had the bus boycott, they didn't realize how many black people rode the bus, how many black people drove the bus, how many black people were mechanics. They didn't take into consideration that. And the same thing is nowadays. Black people we are the largest consumers. We spend all our money on goods. And if we were not to spend our money on goods, these people will feel our pain. And that's what we have to do. We have to stop spending our money. Since everything is closed down, there are not too many places that you can go and spend your money anyway. And it's been, since March? You should be used to it by now. And since we are getting used to not going anywhere and not doing anything, why not do the same thing with your money? Don't let it go anywhere and don't let it do anything for them. Buy black. And the people that are having these stores, quit price gouging the peoples. That's the problem with a lot of black-owned establishments, is that they want to come out the gate with the highest prices in town. And, just think we're supposed to spend our money like that when we are always bargain hunting. Now, certain things cost a lot for everybody. Jordans and stuff like that. But certain things, you don't have to try to make your profits back overnight. It takes time. People keep bringing up this voting issue. And you can look and see on any of these social medias, on the news, wherever. You have a lot of people that are not going to be in line with us in this movement. And those people represent the majority of the people in this country. So how can you win any vote? All we're doing is letting them know what's really hurting us. And that's giving them ammunition. One of the problems with Charles Barkley is Charles Barkley has never got his behind whooped. Charles Barkley, what, 6'4", 6'5", right at 300 pounds? He was a force. And he even ran up on Shaq. So he's used to having his way. So what needs to happen is somebody out there got to put that butt whooping on Charles Barkley. We have too many black people out there that are willingly throwing us under the bus. And they know that there's no repercussions for them doing that. That's why somebody out there got to get to these people like Charles Barkley to let them know that we don't appreciate what you're doing. And it's not a question of will you stop, it's you better stop. Here it is, the people of the family of Breonna Taylor are hurting behind this woman's death. And he's going to go up there and say, well, it's not like George Floyd, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend had a gun. What the ex-boyfriend got to do with the current boyfriend? Why didn't these dumb, bumbling ass Keystone cops do some type of surveillance and they would have known that the ex-boyfriend was not there? Why couldn't they have just waited since the woman got to go to work and do it then? Why did you have to come there sneakily and try to assassinate these people? And that's the problem, is that we don't have anybody to speak up for us. Everybody makes excuses for the things that happen to us. Oh, if they would have complied. Oh, this and that. But as I said, Kentucky has a stand your ground law. And they also have this no-knock warrant deal. So how is that going to work? If I can stand my ground from an intruder, and then the cops busting in my house unannounced, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen besides what happened? And I'm telling you right now, people are getting a little wiser, and people are starting to plan. And those no-knock raids are going to end not so well for these cops, I guarantee you. These cops have a rude awakening. And these cops should be more, say, man, wait a minute, let's think about this. I mean, there might be somebody innocent in the house. I mean, the thing about it, they didn't even find any damn drugs what they was looking for. Talking about the woman stashing drugs for her ex-boyfriend. Did they find drugs? Hell no. Where is the damn ex-boyfriend? Because the guy that shot him is the current, not the ex-boyfriend. And Charles Barkley is just too damn insensitive. Because those were some insensitive words. He didn't give a damn about the family of Breonna Taylor. He really don't give a damn about George Floyd either. He just saying some shit. This man Charles Barkley has sold his soul. And he all angry, really, because out of all the people on that panel, on those sports shows, he is the only one without a championship ring. Because he think he can do it all by himself. Old selfish Charles. And Charles thinking that he don't have to meet us, the black people. You're going to have to meet us, homie. You're going to have to meet us. You can duck and dodge, but your ass won't get away. There's an old saying, I heard a pastor say this in. The race is not given to the swiftest or the fastest, but to the one who endureth to the end. And we don't have no choice but to endure this mess until the end. And like I'm saying is, all of you people, man, that's going against black people, what are you going to do when you have to face the people that you have turned your back on, thrown up under the bus? the one you talk down upon, the one that you don't like being around, because you don't realize they're going to kick you out here. Well, they just going to throw you out. Where you end up, who knows? But I'm telling you right now, to the black community, you can't go. And once they kick you out, you know somebody's going to be looking for you. Because right now you have been protected by those people. And I look at that attorney general that made those rulings. Don't get happy when you see a black person. Examine these people first. When you look at that attorney general's line, you never trust a black man with that type of hairline. He has coon written all over him. And when you see a black man tucks in and tries to hide his top lip when he smiles so he can look like he has no lips like white people, you cannot trust a black man like that. He has white written all over him. And I wonder, is this man really white? Because I remember I read this book called Black Like Me by John Howard Griffin, where this guy wanted to see what it felt like to be black. So he went to this doctor, and his doctor gave him some injections of melanin and put him up on a heat lamp so he can turn his skin dark. And when you look at this guy that is the attorney general there, I mean, he has black skin, but look at his face real good. The guy don't look too black. And Charles Barkley, as I say, Charles Barkley is just dumb and stupid. He should be ashamed of himself for letting people use him like that. Because he should know that he is being used. He is not there for his intelligence, but for his damn stupidity. You just know that there is going to be some other type of killing somewhere down the line. Today, tomorrow, next week, all we know is it is going to happen. And when black folks, express their anger about it, expect to see one of these damn coons, Charles Barkley, Oprah, some damn body. They're going to find some black person to say something derogatory about blacks, and it's going to go in line with what the white supremacists have to say. But as I said, Donald Trump is going to win again. I don't care what you Democrats try to do. He is going to win again. And don't get me wrong, I don't want Donald Trump to win again because I find it hard to trust white people. Whether the smiling ones or the ones that's frowned up, I just find it hard to trust white people. But one thing I do know, Trump is dismantling America. And if you have white people that are upset about what Donald Trump is doing, why should I be upset? Because when you was happy, I was sad. So why should I feel sad because you feel sad? And it's not none of this we sick boss. It's, hey man, I don't give a damn about his ass sick. Let's leave his ass there to die. But these people, they will do anything and everything to keep us off tilt, to keep us upset. That's why they let guys like Charles Barkley and the rest of these coons grab the mic. Because they know that they're going to say something to piss us off. And while we are pissed off at them, the white man goes away to regroup and to attack again. So if these white supremacists want to use Charles Barkley as a way to agitate this, man, let them do what they want. Because we know all about Charles Barkley, and we know about anybody that y'all put in front of that mic. We know that he works for you. That's the only way he's going to get that job, unless he agrees to do whatever you say. Right now, Charles Barkley's dancing old Pappy's music, eating them damn buttermilk biscuits. But before it's over with, buddy, I guarantee you, you are going to be eating crow.